Welcome back to SNS, where I just realized that every time MCPB's on here, he's playing the fucking DEKU tree in every single game.
Oh, in all two of the games, dude. I'm on the
You're
team.
the fucking...
You know, they don't call me I Love Tree for nothing. I actually made that name up.
Yeah, that's
But
like...
they called me it after.
And by the way, so the only time that I've ever actually played Ocarina of Time, that was me.
That's not supposed to.
Sorry, bad manners.
It's not
Bad-
professional
that's
of
bad manners.
us to check our phone on the show, but I do it a lot. If we had a camera on us like PewDiePie, it would really be like, there's
If
one
PewDiePie's
person
just like,
playing
oh,
the
good.
game. There's one person playing the game, and then the
Yeah,
other
dude.
person's on their phone.
I watched this YouTube channel when I was in like 7th grade. It's this guy and his sister making crank phone calls, and he freaking... She takes out her phone and starts she's texting through most of the thing.
I feel like that's super unprofessional, and I kind of wish that we didn't do it, but sometimes I understand. You know, whatever, balls life. Anyways, as I was gonna say, the only time I played Ocarina of Time like seriously is I have this GameCube version, and it's called Master Quest. Everything's backwards and the enemies are harder. Like from the beginning, there's spiders everywhere on this one.
And Link wears one silver glove.
Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he? Like Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I was like looking up like mic sleeves. I was like, how do you make your own mic sleeve? And I realized a mic sleeve isn't what goes over this part. It's what goes over the bottom part for the handle.
Yeah.
So it was like, I was reading an instruction. It was like, make a mic sleeve to suit your style. And I thought it was a joke. And then it was like, go to Joann's Fabrics and buy sequins. I was like,
That's
what?
He thought you meant
And then I
that
looked
like
at
covered
pictures-
the mic from interference
Yeah,
and
and I
stuff.
looked at pictures of mic sleeves and they were gay. I was like, oh, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing.
Yeah, you kind of needed that to get back across, but you know, whatever floats your boat.
I do not agree. This is not for me. Whoa. Look. Glitch.
The T stance. Have you ever heard of the T stance?
No. Why is he?
Oh, what are you? You're trying to climb the wall.
He can do it a little bit.
So the T stance. It's this really weird thing. I don't know. Has anyone ever heard of the Action Replay Max?
Oh no.
It's like shark codes or whatever. It's literally you hack your
Oh.
game before you play it,
Yeah,
and then you put in the game directly
corrupt
after.
the game.
It fucks the game up. I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan, especially when I was like younger. I was really into it, and I beat Kingdom Hearts 2 like 3 times. And one of the times that I was playing through, I was like, I'm just gonna do it with this Action Replay Max, and I did something where it was like, oh, play as Roxas the entire game. So I was like, that would be super tight, because you know he automatically has 2 keyblades in one. So I was like, oh, badass, I'm gonna do that. And then all of a sudden, the minute I hit a preview, his body mashed together, his head came out where his leg should, and then his leg came out where his head should, except the only thing that was normal was his arms, but his arms would be perfectly straight out at his sides in a T shape. And he would just, he was this mangled mess that would go around like this, and then after the preview...
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
And then after the preview is over with, his body would be normal, but he'd be stuck like this, like in that stance, and he would just glide across the ground. And then I'd click the attack button, but he wouldn't move at all, and all I'd hear is, ha! Ha! And then like the enemy would get hurt, and he'd be like, what? And then I looked it up on Google, and they're like, yes, this is the infamous T stance.
Oh my gosh, dude, I've seen some funny glitches in my life.
It just, the previews are ruined, dude. Like, he would like pull out his keyblade in one preview, and it just glowed at like the side of his mashed up inner piece.
Oh, I wish I could remember some really funny glitches off the top of my head, because those are usually like the funniest moments of your life, when something just goes wrong and you're like,
I was like, and the thing is it had worked for me before, but then the minute I showed my friend, I was like, look, dude, I can be Roxas all the time. And like I hacked it before he came over, so you know he couldn't tell that I was using cheat codes. I just tried to make it seem like it was some secret I found.
Oh yeah.
And then he just shit out, and then I was like, and he's like, dude, what is that? Yeah, it was kind of brutal.
Yeah, it reminds me of when And my friend and I always thought this was because we threw makeup. We threw like one of our mom's lipstick at the TV screen. But we happened to kick the Nintendo at the same time, and Mario became rearranged. All his body parts like went into the ground, and he was in the ground, and all you could see was his hat, and the music started playing really high pitched and backwards.
What the?
We thought it was
Dude, video games are weird. They do some weird things, especially older video games.
Goat Simulator. Have you ever played Goat
I
Simulator?
haven't. Isn't that the app where you're just a goat and you just
I
blow
have
things up?
I love that game, and it's
A lot of people really like that game.
yeah. They made it glitchy on purpose. It's reviewed poorly because there's no point to it.
People just don't. They don't get it. They think that it's supposed to be serious. I hate it when people take games overly like serious.
I know, but the studio who made the game, the developers, they said don't buy this game.
It's terrible. Why are you buying
They
this?
said they said like they admitted there's no reason to buy this game. Oh my gosh, Switches do things?
Okay, so the bullshit about Master Quest is that on these pads, on that one right there, right before the door where there's already a spider above it, there was another spider. It's like there's more spiders out of nowhere. Not just there, but like there was another one. It was like, what?
It's all in the wrist, sons.
And then, so before I forget, I was gonna say like what I was trying to do with this channel was the whole like gaming part for me was gonna be it's just kind of like my foot in the door on YouTube, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to do things like if you notice when I title my videos, they always start off with SNS Gaming, and the reason I did that was because I want to branch out to other parts. Like Grant is another YouTuber, and he's got a snowboard / skate review like
he
YouTube channel.
His skateboards that he buys.
Yeah, and like skate shoes and stuff, and like people
Oh, that's a good
really
idea.
like it.
I've
Yeah,
never seen anything.
and like he's actually got a lot of subscribers for it too. And so I was gonna do something like we both got really into
I
skimboarding.
can't get that hard.
We both got into like skimboarding and stuff, and so I was gonna do like SNS Active, where I was gonna do like some of his snowboard stuff or like some skimboard stuff.
Dude, that's perfect because I wanted to do top 10 fruits.
Yeah, and then we can do stuff like that, or like I was also thinking you mentioned making some cartoons and stuff to do SNS Animated.
SNS Animated.
And then, you know, I told you about going with head-to-head games with the SNS Versus. And basically, a lot of the co-hosts that I bring on here, I want to start branching out and getting fellow YouTubers on here. Like, obviously my dream is to get bigger names on here, but, you know, who knows if that'll ever happen. But it's like just doing collabs and stuff and everyone getting to promote their channels to each other.
Well, you got me. I have 1 million views on Iron Man, the trailer. Everyone go check it out.
Please tell this story because I love this.
I was very young when I made this video.
No, okay, don't blame it on being young because the thing is you love to piss people off in general. That's kind of like your thing.
I love to piss people off, and so I made a fake Iron Man trailer that got way more views than I was anticipating, and also way more dislikes. I'm at over 1 million right now, and the account is it's monetized, but I haven't claimed that money. I don't know how to. I mean, 1 million. I don't know how many monies 1 million views could get. I'm thinking about too many buttons at the same time.
You know, it's weird when you monetize your account. You have to set up something called an AdSense account.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, did you do all that?
We did.
It's really confusing, but you know, it's a lot of the money you get too is not just based off of views and stuff. It's also based off of people clicking ads. Like, you know, obviously that's really weird because no one really clicks ads. How many people look at that and like, yeah, I'd like a bigger dick.
Yeah, I like these big dicks.
So, you know,
Money.
I actually don't think that that's a thing. I don't think YouTube has ever done that, shown that as an ad. Why did I say app? Just jump, you got it, you can get that.
You have to go like. There we go.
Oh yeah, you did that in Wind Waker too. I was like, why did you just barrel roll right before? But that makes sense.
Do a barrel roll.
No barrel.
Killed, died. My hands have grown bloody with the blood of my blood.
My hands have grown bloody with the blood of my blood.
They had seen him bolted in the blood of his enemies. Master Bruce.
What does he call him? Master Wine? Master Wine.
No, Master Bruce. Bruce Lee. Stop doing me the bad one.
Exactly who are you trying to be right now?
I'm just trying to be me.
You destroyed a golden...
Guys, I am just trying to be me.
That was on the same level as my face, you disgusting pig man.
Don't call me that.
You farted in my face level.
I've never been called a pigman. You can edit it out if you don't think it's hilarious.
No, I do, but it's just disgusting for me to personally experience that in my own face region. Oh, there's a treasure. You got it. Where does this fire go?
What was that? Why is that timed?
Burning that down?
You have to burn. What was timed?
I don't remember.
When I hit that switch, what did anything start clicking?
No, it just it burned down that little area where that treasure chest is that you still haven't opened because I don't think you like treasure chests or something.
Watch, it's gonna have something that I don't even want in it.
Like a dungeon map?
No, watch, it's gonna be either a heart or a rupee or like nuts.
You got a heart.
I told you I played this game a lot.
I don't remember in any of the newer ones that being a thing.
Sometimes in Twilight Princess, you open a treasure chest and it gives you 5 rupees, and it's like, oh, thanks, I couldn't have got that in the grass.
Actually, finding it in the grass is a cheat code, remember?
Oh my gosh, I forget sometimes that I'm just so good at Zelda that I forget.
That was really conceited.
I'm also the best painter in the world. I'm also the best artist in the world. Have you seen my art yet?
No.
You walked in my room and there was a picture, a doodle I did of a bumblebee. Did you see that?
I did not see the bumblebee doodle.
Dang it. Didn't actually... I draw bees, but they don't really look like bees. They have hands on their head.
Like Dr. Bees?
Cooler than Dr. Bees, dude.
Everyone right now,
Or
watch
like
Dr. Bees.
Dr. Beezus.
Oh, like he's got Kanye's face on a bee?
I was thinking Jesus, but... Or Kanye Webb is also good.
Beezus.
Alright, now see, this is deceiving. After you get into the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things. I wonder why she told me that. I really do.
Because there's nothing interesting down there?
What is that?
Oh, the switch?
What's that?
I think at 3 seconds.
I nudged it, and it opened. Now you have a ridiculously long amount of time to do this. Oh, okay. You have to ignore that guy because he's freaking annoying. Get these nuts that I don't really need.
These nuts?
Stand next to this block and grab a hold of it with A.
Whatever that means. I always thought that would be kind of funny to be in a game universe where, like, grab it with A. Whatever that means.
Like in the Ego Raptor video when he's like, Link, use the special technique. That's actually from the game, though. Wait.
That guy's in the way.
What is the brown? There's a lot of brown there.
I think if you face through the wall, that's all chocolate pudding. The DEKU tree loves chocolate pudding. You're just not gonna kill that guy. Is he not in your way or nothing? Yeah, he hit you.
Maybe I messed up.
Yeah, hit him in the tummy. He doesn't like that.
If there was a Zelda versus, I would get it. Hey, dude,
Zelda Hyrule Warriors.
You know what I forgot?
What?
You know what I forgot? Hyrule Warriors is out in like a week.
Isn't it like
Dynasty
Warriors, but
meets Hyrule.
I don't think there's enough characters for that. I'm curious in how
Dude,
it's
there
gonna
are.
work.
You can be Ganondorf.
But who's going to be Ganondorf is a real question. I feel
not
like a
me,
lot of
'cause
people are just gonna be Link.
I'm gonna be Link. A lot of people are gonna be Midna, dude. She has a huge following. Remember when Hot Topic used to have like T-shirts with Midna on them?
Midna's the one from Twilight Princess. Yeah.
You can also be Fi. You can also be probably Soraya.
But the thing is I
still.
still probably would just be Link, just because it's so classic and I don't know. Everyone's got a special connection with Link because you go through all this bullshit with him.
I would be Makar if I could. See, that's a little cheat. If you use your sword, you get to save your DEKU stick and it doesn't.
Oh really?
It
I
doesn't
actually
burn
didn't
up.
know that. That's
Yeah.
actually a good tip.
If Makar was a playable, I would be him.
Yeah, you love Makar. You made that clear in the first DEKU tree thing that we did.
Yes, lots of DEKU in this game.
In your videos, not even the game, just videos. You're straight DEKUing. I got so much.
I'm trying to get
DEKU
into
flag.
day trading. But so many companies want like a $3,000 to $5,000 balance on your account.
You're serious?
Yeah, it's foreshadowing. I have a feeling I'm gonna see these guys again. They're special technique handed down by our people.
That's the bees thing, right?
Hold down. I just lost more health than I needed to. It's hard when you're talking.
You want to know a cheat if you're running low on health?
Cut down the bush.
Cut some grass. You know who must have a lot of health all the time? Mexican gardeners.
Probably, but what they don't have is money or soap
Or the ability to text English.
You should enlighten.
Yeah,
us.
okay, I'm gonna tell the world this. So
He used his real name too. His real name is Ben Amijav.
okay, but the thing is Ben isn't gonna look at this. I know because Ben.
But
added
people
me-
can look him up and know that he's an illegal immigrant now.
Ben is so we worked for a painting company. That's how we met each other. It was so romantic. But anyways,
romantic as fuck.
we worked for a painting company, and we have a Mexican dude we work with named Ben. By the way, he added me on Facebook the other day. and
Me too.
The thing that's hilarious is the only status he has, if you look through it, is him saying "I." That's it.
What?
He's got pictures on there with no captions, and then "I" is his only status.
Why?
Because I don't think he knows how to type anything else. He posted a picture of him and his nieces the other day, and he was trying to say "me and my nieces," but it came out as "Mr. and my nices."
Dude, I wonder, because I had a friend, he was Indian, and he knew how to speak Indian, spoke Indian at home. Not Indian. He was Indian, he spoke Hindi at home.
Yeah.
But he could speak English fluently, he was fine, but he couldn't write it. When he wrote it, he wouldn't, like, he would text me, he wouldn't put in, conjunctions. He would leave out conjunctions, and he didn't put his apostrophe s's at the end of things.
Okay, dude, those are like minor details though compared to what Ben does. If you've ever seen him,
Well,
like
what if Ben
text
is
or
also
anything?
retarded?
Okay, well, Ben's
this
so
kid
my
had
name,
an IEP.
my real name is Austin, and it's spelled Austin.
Auten. That's
And
your name in my phone.
He signs me in on our timesheet as Auten, Auten.
That's what he is in my phone too.
Auten.
In the context. Whoa! I just burnt the floor.
Roll. Oh, I always just barrel roll.
It's water.
Oh,
Das
okay.
ist Wasser.
Anyways, so back at the story at hand
crap.
here.
I don't remember the code. Dang it! I wasn't paying attention.
We never pay attention. That's a problem.
Dang it.
That's
Okay.
actually where it's hard to do.
Okay. Pause the recording.
Okay. We'll be back here in a minute. I love you guys.
We're back.
So I actually didn't have to look it up because I remembered that 23 is number 1.
23.
I remembered that from my childhood, and also like, and I played this game like.
And Michael Jordan wears 23.
A month ago. No, a little less than that. Is he really?
Yes. It's because Mike Jordan. Mike J.
Yeah, if you look into the numerology of basketball and Michael Jordan and Fevers and Gatorade, you'll realize that 23 is number 1.
What are they like? What's the...
Are you kidding me? I have to 420 it again?
No, the 420 it again.
420 blaze it.
So I was saying before we pause this, Ben, my first day at work. By the way, you were supposed to be there my first day, but you slept.
Did I
something like
really?
that? You were asleep, and then Matt showed up and then just left. So it was just me and Ben on my first day. And so anyways, my first day.
I probably, honestly, when I wasn't working full time, it would be like, I have too much homework, and I'd be playing League of Legends all day. Anyway, sorry.
Anyways, I get there, and the first thing I do is I see Ben. He spilt paint in our van, and it's spilling out of the van onto the driveway. So the first thing I do is I have to help him clean paint out of the van and off the ground, and I can hardly tell what he's saying most of the time because Ben doesn't speak good English. He was like, we have paint in the ground, you help me clean. Hey, he does say, he's like, what is your name? And I was like, Austin. And he's like, how you spell? And I was like, Austin. And he was like, okay. And so then he wrote an Auten.
Your Ben impression is much different than mine is. Oh no, it's okay. They won't see that.
Oh, when he does overspray on everything.
He messes up on everything and goes, nah, it's okay. They don't notice.
Don't be a
They
douchebag.
won't notice.
Don't be a douche. He says it a lot too. Don't be a douche. And so
Oh
anyway,
yeah, he was saying that a lot when I first started working there.
yeah, dude, he says it to Josh every day. Josh will say something and I'll be like, Josh, don't be a douche. Oh, this is like the boss, isn't it? Yes. Goma. Gonorrhea. He needs some Rotos, dude. He's got some bad red eye. Anyways, so I show up there, I help him clean some crap, and then he hands me a plastic masker and goes, you go mask windows. Doesn't tell me how to use it or anything, just hands it to me.
Wow.
And then he's like, he just points me in the direction of a window. So I go over to this window on the other side of the house, because in my head I was like, this is going to be hard, but if he doesn't see me, I'm sure I'll make it through this first day. Until I find someone that speaks English.
What house were you at?
It was a farmhouse over in
Oh my god.
Do you remember the farmhouse thing? Because you were there the next day.
There are a lot of. Oh, it was.
Yeah, you were there the next
day.
day.
Oh yeah.
That was the first day I met you. It was my second day. And then, anyways, so you need help.
Attention.
Is what you
I
need.
to pay a lot more attention than I am.
So yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, this is my first day here, and then as I'm trying to mask this window, Ben comes walking around the corner with a pen and paper in his hand, and he's like, I need your help to write English because I'm no good at writing English. And so in my mind, I was like, okay, well, this obviously has got to be a letter to the homeowners, we might be leaving and going to a different job or something like that.
I think he was messing with you.
And so I was like, okay. He's like, do you want me to just write it word for word, like what you're saying? He's like, yes, that will work. And so this is how the letter goes, word for word. I'm sorry I've been bugging you a lot lately. I just wanted to let you know that I will marry you and have your kids whenever you want. Love, Ben. P.S. Don't tell your dad because I might get fired.
Yes, that is a true story.
And as halfway through this, And out loud,
I
I
didn't
was
know
like,
that was your
oh
first day
shit.
that happened.
Yeah, that was my very first day. That was like 2 minutes into my first day. And he's like, if I get in trouble and I get fired and get the girl, then it'll be okay. But if I don't get the girl, then it sucks.
Yeah, dude, he told me, he's like, around that same period of time, he was like, yeah, I really like Melissa.
Yeah, Melissa's our boss's daughter.
I chose drugs over her. She was like, oh, you're just going to leave, and I chose to be high over her. And I was like, yeah, right, but you, actually just, she never liked you. Sorry.
No, she didn't. Because the thing is then he took that letter after I wrote it for him, and then he texted it to her that day. Texted it. And then...
Yeah, Matt told me about when he got it.
Yeah, and then he's like, it's weird, because I'm the only one that helps him text English, so I was wondering how he figured that out. And, yeah, so she just didn't respond. So that's a sad... So, yeah, anyways, as I was saying, this is my first day here, and then as I'm trying to mask this window, Ben comes walking around the corner with a pen and paper in his hand, and he's like, I need your help to write English, because I'm no good.